Toronto, often hailed as a vibrant cultural hub, has become a significant player in the global hip-hop scene. The city's rap culture, deeply rooted in its diverse communities, has birthed internationally renowned artists and anthems that define a generation. Yet, alongside the music's success lies a darker narrative, the intertwining of rap and crime. This article explores the rise of Toronto's rap scene, its connection to street violence, and the complex dynamics shaping this relationship. Toronto's rap scene began gaining traction in the late 1990s and early 2000s, with local artists carving out a unique identity distinct from their American counterparts. The city's multiculturalism played a key role, with influences from Caribbean, African, and South Asian cultures creating a rich tapestry of sounds and stories. Artists like Cardinal Offishall and Maestro Fresh Wes paved the way for Toronto's hip-hop movement. Their lyrics often reflected the struggles and aspirations of immigrant communities navigating life in urban environments. These pioneers laid the groundwork for future stars who would dominate the global stage, including Drake, Tory Lanez, and The Weeknd. As the genre grew, so did its influence. Toronto's neighborhoods, particularly those with high concentrations of immigrant populations, became hotbeds for emerging talent. Places like Jane and Finch, Regent Park, and Scarborough produced artists who brought raw, unfiltered stories of life on the streets to their music. However, these narratives often mirrored the harsh realities of their environments, where crime and violence were prevalent. The connection between rap and crime is not unique to Toronto, but the city's specific socio-economic challenges have amplified this dynamic. Many young artists come from marginalized communities where systemic inequalities, poverty, and lack of opportunities create an environment ripe for criminal activity. Street gangs have played a significant role in this narrative. Toronto's gang culture, often rooted in territorial disputes and the drug trade, has influenced the lives of many aspiring rappers. For some, affiliation with gangs is a means of survival or a way to gain respect within their communities. This connection is often reflected in their music, where lyrics detail the struggles, rivalries, and tragedies of street life. Unfortunately, the overlap between rap and crime has also led to violence within the music scene. Rivalries between artists, often fueled by gang affiliations or perceived slights, have escalated into deadly confrontations. The tragic deaths of several up-and-coming Toronto rappers, including Houdini and Smoke Dogg, have underscored the risks associated with this lifestyle. In the digital age, social media has become a double-edged sword for Toronto's rap scene. On one hand, platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube have provided artists with unprecedented access to audiences, enabling them to share their music and build personal brands. On the other hand, these platforms have also become battlegrounds for conflicts. Online feuds between rappers often spill into real life, with insults and threats escalating into violence. Diss tracks, once a cornerstone of healthy competition in hip-hop, sometimes cross the line into dangerous provocations. The visibility of these disputes on social media not only fuels tensions, but also draws unwanted attention from law enforcement. The rise of rapper-related crime has not gone unnoticed by Toronto's law enforcement agencies. Police have implemented targeted operations to address gang violence and its impact on the music industry. Programs like the Project Sizzle and Project Chronic have aimed to dismantle gang networks and reduce gun violence in the city. However, these efforts have not been without controversy. Critics argue that such initiatives often disproportionately target racialized communities, further alienating young people and perpetuating cycles of poverty and crime. Balancing public safety with the need to address systemic issues remains a significant challenge for law enforcement and policymakers alike. The media's portrayal of rapper crime in Toronto has significantly shaped public perception. Sensationalized headlines and graphic depictions of violence often overshadow the positive contributions of the rap community. This one-sided narrative perpetuates stereotypes about hip-hop culture and its association with criminality. While it is undeniable that crime exists within certain segments of the rap scene, it is equally important to recognize the broader context. Many Toronto rappers use their platforms to advocate for social change, address systemic injustices, and inspire hope within their communities. Highlighting these stories can help counterbalance the negative stigma often associated with the genre. Amid the challenges, there are ongoing efforts to address the root causes of rapper-related crime, and create a safer, more supportive environment for young artists. Community organizations, youth programs, and mentorship initiatives play a vital role in this regard. Programs like the Remix Project provide aspiring rappers and creatives with resources, training, and opportunities to develop their skills and pursue careers in the music industry. By offering alternatives to street life, these initiatives empower young people to channel their talents positively and break free from cycles of violence. Additionally, collaborations between artists, community leaders, and law enforcement have shown promise in fostering dialogue and building trust. Events like Rap for Change bring together stakeholders to discuss solutions and promote unity within the rap community. The story of rapper crime in Toronto is one of complexity and contradiction. It is a tale of immense talent and potential, weighed down by systemic challenges and societal pressures. Addressing this issue requires a multifaceted approach that goes beyond policing to tackle the underlying causes of crime. Investing in education, affordable housing, and mental health services can help create environments where young people have the support they need to thrive. At the same time, celebrating the positive aspects of Toronto's rap culture can shift public perception and inspire a new generation of artists to rise above adversity. Drill music, characterized by its aggressive beats and gritty, often violent lyrics, originated in Chicago before spreading globally. Toronto's drill rap scene has become a prominent force in shaping the city's music identity, with artists like 2K Baby, Houdini, and Top 5 among the most recognized names. Their songs often reflect the brutal realities of inner-city life, including gang culture, systemic inequality, and a lack of economic opportunities. While these rappers are often celebrated for their musical talent and their ability to tell stories about life on the streets, the genre has also been associated with an increase in violence. Toronto, like many other urban centers, struggles with gang-related issues, and drill music's raw portrayal of street life can sometimes blur the lines between art and reality. The violence depicted in these songs often mirrors the violence faced by many young people growing up in the city's most disadvantaged neighborhoods. The crimes often linked to Toronto rappers are not an isolated phenomenon, but part of a larger social issue. The city's growing divide between wealthy and impoverished communities has created a breeding ground for crime, especially in underdeveloped areas. Many young individuals, particularly those from Black and Indigenous communities, find themselves trapped in cycles of poverty, unemployment, and lack of access to quality education. For many aspiring artists, the allure of the streets is not simply about violence or criminality, but survival. When opportunities are scarce, the promise of quick money and recognition through a rap career or street activities can be a tempting escape. Unfortunately, this often leads to involvement in crime, including drug dealing, theft, and, in some cases, violent acts to protect territory or reputation. Rappers, especially those whose lyrics reflect their real-life experiences, become symbols of the very struggles they face. Their rise to fame often comes with scrutiny, not just for their talent, but for their associations with gang violence. As their music gains popularity, so does the attention on the underlying issues that drive these behaviors. In many ways, the city of Toronto becomes a character in these stories, a backdrop to the trauma, violence, and hardships experienced by its youth. While the link between rapper crime and violence in Toronto is undeniable, it's essential to focus on the path forward. Rather than demonizing artists or criminalizing their experiences, we must address the root causes of these issues. It starts with community-led efforts to provide education, mentorship, and economic opportunities to young people. Community organizations in Toronto are already working to break the cycles of violence by providing programs that focus on conflict resolution, mental health, and career development. These initiatives offer alternatives to gang life by equipping young people with the skills needed to succeed in more traditional fields, such as technology, the arts, and business. Education is a critical tool in this process. Schools and local community centers can help young people understand that their value is not limited to their ability to perform in dangerous environments. By providing youth with the tools to pursue their passions and find success outside the streets, they can be empowered to break away from criminal activities. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories.